Lesson 6, Stamping into Clay versus Onto Surfaces. So stamping into clay is not quite the same as stamping onto paint or paper. In this video, I'll walk you through what changes and how to get clean impressions without sticking or distortion. Here we are on lesson 6 already. So this time there's going to be a little bit of a bonus because we're going to be working with the molds and clay a little bit too, because this lesson is all about stamping into clay. So we're going to be using, these are the Insignia and the Apothecary Labels stamps from IOD. We're going to be probably just using the text ones today, but you can use any stamp in clay or paint or anything that has a texture that you can set an imprint into. So first of all, we're going to make these two molds. And I've got my IOD clay. I keep mine in a little mason jar. This is just plain old cornstarch. Buy it at the grocery store or Walmart or wherever. This is a dollar store makeup brush, so nothing fancy. Just really make sure it's all in there. Tap out any excess. And now we're ready for the clay. This is pretty standard for making molds. I just push a big lump in there and then from the center, working my way out, I push the clay against the micro rim just so that I get that nice clean edge. Okay, so now I take one of these, oh, my chair's all wiggly. I take one of these putty knives and I just scrape from the middle out towards the edge, and that cleans up any excess and it gives me a nice crisp line around the edge and a nice flat back. Then I always demold this way. I turn my mold upside down and then just roll it off like this. And then you get a nice clean casting. So let's put this one aside and we'll go ahead and make this one. Same idea, we're gonna roll it over, and this one's got some details, so I just might have to help in a few little spots. There we go. There we go. Okay, so that part's done. We'll put this stuff away. Now we're going to, still working with a little bit of cornstarch here so it doesn't stick to my table. Just lay these little guys down. And we'll plan out what we want here. So for these two, I think one of these scripts and the other font will be really nice. So these are little packs of 4, and they have their individual sheets inside. There we go. So this is brand new. I haven't used it yet, but I don't need to condition it for this, so I'm not gonna worry about it for these because it's not gonna be holding onto a medium, so it's not necessary. Same with this one. I haven't used this one yet either. So I'm thinking, let's just go with an M on this one. We'll go with an L on this one. So I'm going to take the M first, and I'm just going to put it on this thin mount. So same idea, but what I'm gonna do here, instead of putting a medium on, is I'm just going to lightly dust this with cornstarch so it doesn't stick to my mold, and then you won't get a very clean imprint. And then you're just going to gently press it into the clay. So you want to do this fairly quickly because the clay does set up pretty quick, and if you allow it to form a crust, it's going to be a lot harder. See how pretty that looks? And then when you paint, that paint you can glaze and it'll all set into that detail. So it's super easy and a whole other way to use these stamps. And same idea, I'm just gonna wipe the cornstarch off and we'll grab the L and we'll give him a little dusting. It would be easier if I didn't have such an old piece of thin mount here. If I had something that was a little more translucent. This one is pretty worn. There you go. You don't want to press so hard that you're going to leave the imprint of the outside of your stamp in there. But you get a nice crisp imprint. See, this is what I mean by cutting your thin mounts into little manageable pieces, because even a small tiny one like this will be perfect for this. So I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit, and we're going to use the Apothecary labels this time. So this one also has 4 fonts and 2 extra pages of some other labels and stuff that are really handy. We'll use this one. So on this one, I'm going to zoom you in a little bit because this is, okay, I zoomed you in a little bit so hopefully you can see a little bit better. And we're just going to pretend this is going to go on like an amber bottle or something. So we're going to try to write the word elixir on there. So I'm going to take each letter off. They're so tiny. And I'm just going to place it on there. I don't know if it's going to fit. I might have to use the other font. I don't know, we'll make it work. Okay, so in this is going to be a good example on when you only have 1 stamp for each letter. And elixir has 2 E's. So I've got the first one there. So now that is lined up, and I'm going to take it now and move it over here in order to space out for the R. Okay? Now you just grab that E out of there and put it over here. So you've got your space for the other one. Now with my thin mount, I'm going to grab them. I didn't press hard enough. I'm trying to be gentle. And now that they're on here, I'm going to make sure they're straight. So they're right together. We'll use this one for spacing again. Take them out, put them back. And the reason why I take it out then and put it back is because then I'm easily able to line it up on my project. I know where the start and the end of the word is. Okay? Now we'll give this a gentle dusting of cornstarch. And we will press that right in there. So it's the same idea. You want to stabilize with one hand and press with the other so it doesn't shift around on you and cause a blurry looking impression. And you don't want to push too hard, but hard enough. It takes a little bit of practice. Here we go. And now I'm going to just take these letters off and just go right ahead with my single E and press that in there to fill the space. And there we go. Perfect. And now these are ready to glue on your project. I like to glue my wet molds right away. It saves them from drying all wonky. Then I have a very dry climate where I am, so if I just sat them down to dry them, they would get all shrivelly and curly and they wouldn't work where I wanted them to work. So I hope this video helps and clears up any confusion you may have when it comes to using your stamps in clay. It's the same idea when you're using it into paint. If you've got a really thick paint, the only difference with paint is you want to let it dry a little bit, but not so much that you've got a crust on it, because that changes how changes how the stamp looks. You won't get a crisp finish. You end up with those little crackly edges. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.